My Bears at the Vikings with Jalen Johnson out. He's our best corner. So I expected Justin Jefferson to just torch us and the Vikings to kick our ass. Um, they jump out to a 21-3 first half lead, but the Bears, to their credit, the Bears battle back and are driving to go get the game tying score. But former Viking wide receiver Amir Smith Marset is stripped of the ball by Cam Dantzler, and that's the game. The Vikings hang on to win 29-22. What did you think of this game, Dustin? What are your initial thoughts of the Vikings hanging on to win the to beat the Bears 29-22?
Well, I mean, first of all, I thought the Bears were going to go in, to Minnesota and sneak out an upset.
So you predicted the Bears to go into Minnesota and win, or during the game you thought that?
During the game, I thought that.
Okay.
I knew. I mean, at the end of the day, Minnesota was just too much talent to not, be able to overcome what they overcame from the Bears.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, a bad team is going to make a bad mistake to lose the game.
So now you talk about the Vikings talent and how much they have. Do you agree with me that when you look at this Bears team on paper, there's just not a lot of talent?
I mean, there's not a lot of talent, but somehow, some way, and you Bears fans have to give them credit a little bit. They are in these games. They do give themselves a chance to win these games.
Yeah, and credit to honestly, this is the first time I'm going to say this year, but I mean it. Credit to Matt Eberflus and the coaching staff because they did adjust at halftime and come out and play better football in the second half. But like that turnover at the end of the game, like the drops by Dante Pettis, and like the poor offensive line play that made it so difficult for Justin Fields to do anything. He's got so little time, and the receivers are having a difficult time getting open. This team is just lacking in talent, bro. It's a bottom 30 roster, talent wise. And so credit to the Bears for fighting and being in some of these games. But over time, that lack of talent is just going to show itself, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. But credit to Fields, man. He's doing what he can with what he has.
This
And
is the best game I've seen him play this year. He really did fight and make some plays. And that one, he had like a 50 something yard touchdown run that should have stood, but they called a bogus block in the back. But on replay, it wasn't. He got him in the shoulder. But you can see Justin Fields' talent. I've been saying this all along. My big issue is with the Bears organization as to why they failed so badly to give him good offensive line help and good receiver help. Outside of Darnell Mooney, there just isn't anybody. You're taking N'Keal Harry, who struggled in New England. You're taking Equinemius St. Brown, who struggled with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. You're taking Dante Pettis. These guys are career. They're wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5. Even Amir Smith Arset is wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6. There just isn't any, top of the line talent. When you do have top of the line talent like Darnell Mooney, you see him make this outstanding one-handed Odell Beckham Jr. type catch. This team just needs more help, and I feel for Justin Fields. He's competing. He's trying so hard every game, and it's got to be difficult.
yeah, most definitely. But
And
man,
then you got stupid ass Bears fans that are already turning on Justin Fields, acting like he's the problem. And it's like, bro, open your eyes. This is not Justin Fields, it's the roster.
yeah, at that point, we have to say, you guys got to know football because Fields goes out there and plays his ass off. And I mean, imagine yourself as being a quarterback. You don't have no talent to throw to. You're gonna go out there and people are gonna think that you don't look very good, but you're still out there trying.
Well, so you see it around the league. You see certain teams, and you're like, man, that's not a very talented wide receiver group. but at least they have this, which is a running game and an offensive line, right? But when you mix bad receiving core with bad offensive line, you're really asking yourself for trouble. And man, when you've got a young quarterback with such high potential like Justin Fields, wouldn't you want to give him a chance to be successful and get better? And I feel like he's in a very tough spot to do that.
Yeah,
And then
for
on top of it now, I'm having to have these, back and forth arguments with people on Bears Twitter who are talking about trading away Roquan Smith, our best defensive player, and trading away David Montgomery, our best running back. For what? I don't know. They want to rebuild even further. They want to get rid of the little bit of talent we do have. Like, come on now.
yep, I agree.
Absolute idiocy. So that's my rant. I'm sorry, but I had to get that off my chest. The Bears play on Thursday. The 1-4 Commanders at the 2-3 Bears. Our top corner, Jalen Johnson, is expected to play. We're going to be wearing that all orange jersey with the orange helmets. Those actually look pretty fire, don't you think?
Yeah, oh yeah, those are very fire, man, and that should give them the incentive to be hyped, going out there looking good. You should play good.
Well, did you like the Arizona Cardinals black jerseys with the black helmets?
I like those ones too.
So I agree, but they don't look as good when you lose to the Eagles, right? And
Uh,
I like the Bears all orange, right? But it would look a lot better on a 4-1 team right now. And my worry is the Bears are going to wear those all swaggy jerseys and be feeling good, and Carson Wentz and the Commanders are going to come in and beat us. That's my worry.
yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. Because
You
I
got
just,
the Bears winning at home,
yeah,
and that's because what? Is it because you don't trust the Commanders, or is that the biggest thing?
I just, it's not like that I don't trust the Commanders, but bro, to me, Carson Wentz is even worse than he was in Indy.
And you're like, how does he get worse? Like Indy was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's what gets me, man. He's talented. He's talented. He really is. He just makes knucklehead plays that are like, man, come on, you're better than this.
He's so inconsistent, and it's not just some of the turnovers. At times, he's really inaccurate with the ball too.
Yes.
So that's what you look for in a player is consistency. And Carson Wentz has lacked consistency and the ability to stay healthy throughout his career, and that's what really has plagued his career, in my opinion.